What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for February 6, 2023. And before we get into today's video, as always, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, everyone, we're going to quickly take a look here at Convective Outlook Day 2, where a marginal risk of severe storms are still possible across southern/southeast Texas and now has been extended east into west central Louisiana. But just as yesterday's philosophy hasn't changed, damaging winds will be the main threat with a few discrete cells capable of an isolated tornado or two. But with weak destabilization and instability expected, this severe threat, as of right now, remains marginal at best. And as you can see here, they have extended this from yesterday to now include much of Louisiana here. So for cities across southern and southeast Texas, Corpus Christi, Houston, Beaumont, Port Arthur, all these areas are still under marginal risk for Tuesday. But now that threat has been extended further east to now include areas like Shreveport, Louisiana, Monroe, Alexandria, Lafayette, and just outside the Baton Rouge area. This region could expect some severe storms for Tuesday. As I said, damaging winds will probably be the main threat with this system, with an isolated tornado or two if a discrete cell could develop. So, everyone in this region, please be on the lookout Tuesday, be severe weather aware. And then, as we now turn our attention to day 3 here, you can see the threat shifts towards the lower Mississippi Valley and the central Gulf Coast here. But as of right now, just like day 2, with destabilization and instability being in question, the threat is marginal at best for severe weather. So right now, I'm just in this region as well here across the lower Mississippi Valley and central Gulf Coast. I'm expecting as of right now the main threat being damaging winds with a tornado or two possible if a discrete cell could form. And as you can see, cities within this area, this marginal risk for Wednesday includes New Orleans, Lafayette, Jackson, Mississippi, Montgomery, Alabama, extending all the way up into the Memphis area. So this is a large swath of an area that could see possibly some severe weather on Wednesday. Now, as we take the convective outlook off here and we go back to the models here, and as I pull a GFS back up to see what's going on in the mid to upper levels, it really hasn't changed much. The philosophy hasn't really changed much as I loop this here, and we're going to go back. Let's back this up here, and we're going to let this load for a minute. You can see here, all right, we're going to pause it as it has loaded pretty quickly for me today. You can see the system coming out of New Mexico here, and this will be valid for tomorrow morning around 10:11 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. You can see the system coming out of New Mexico starting to enter West Texas with the strong southwesterly jet starting to develop here across Texas, and the low level flow is also starting to increase here out ahead of this system. And as we move further along in time, you can see as this system progressively moves eastward to the Oklahoma Texas panhandle, you can see it start to become a positively tilted trough here, with the strong flow coming in around the base of the trough and the strong southerly low level winds here. That's going to set the stage for the possibility of some straight line winds with the front coming here through southeast Texas. And as we move this further along into time, as we go into Wednesday here, you can see this trough starts to continue to move east northeastward and lift on out. But as you can see, the flow across us is southwest here. But it looks like as this trough continues to move on out, this will be about in Missouri. Our flow will probably eventually become west side more instead of more southwest, more of a west to west southwest flow here. So I'm not sure how that's going to truly impact the severe weather threat here for Wednesday. We're going to check back tomorrow to make sure. But like I said, as of right now, the destabilization and the instability in the atmosphere is going to be the main question here, which is why the threat for severe weather is marginal at best here, especially as far as tornadoes. But more than likely, some wind damage will occur within the marginal risk areas here. So As I clear this off and bring this back up here for day 3, you can see here the marginal risk does include the lower Mississippi Valley and parts of the central Gulf Coast. But another thing I want to do before we leave here, I want to go back to day 2 across southeast Texas, west central Louisiana. I want to pull up the probability here of tornadoes. You can see 2% probability within the marginal risk area here. Hail probability, we're not really expecting no hail threat with this system, so that's good news. And the wind probability within the marginal risk is also at a 5%. So if you stay in this area here across southern and southeast Texas, west central Louisiana, your day is going to be Tuesday, to be on the lookout for some severe weather. And as we move to day 3, as that threat shifts towards the lower Mississippi Valley, central Gulf Coast, this would be the area that's going to be primed and would have to be aware for severe weather. So that's going to be it for this one, you guys. As it looks like early to midweek, we'll be very active across the south/central Gulf Coast for some severe weather. Be safe, be careful, and I will talk to you guys in the next one to bring you an update on this system.